Hello, David Akubian, Bearwoods Photography. So, I'm a gearaholic, with photography gear, and I'm always looking for the perfect product, and I always, when I see something that I think is going to be really good, I'll try it out. And one thing that I've looked for and I find pretty close, I'm looking for the perfect travel tripod, using a lot more mirrorless, doing a lot more international travel, doing travel to Alaska. I don't always need or have the ability to carry a big tripod, but I need certain things in it, or I would like certain things in it. And so I'm always on the lookout, so to speak. So one of the greatest tripods I've got, and I've taken the center column out of this, is Sirui, S-I-R-U-I, is the W2204 tripod, and it's waterproof. So the legs are all sealed, so it keeps water and some other stuff out of the threads and the mechanisms and everything else. But you can see it is a little bit big. It's not a particularly perfect travel tripod. Then if you remember, about a year or so ago, I picked up the AM284 US tripod from Sirui. I am one of their ambassadors, but it doesn't always get me free stuff, but I do like their product, so I try to use it when I can. But you can see that this one has a couple advantages. This one, having the center column, doesn't fold down really tight, whereas this one does. So I'm going to put the waterproof on the side here for a minute. And look at the 284, the AM284 US. Let's see if you can see it in there, hopefully a little bit. Really a great tripod. I've really loved it. It's been really good for me. Get that microphone out of the way. It's been everything I've hoped it could be. It's a little bit short, but I'm using mirrorless the majority of the time, so I can flip that screen up, so it's not a deal breaker ever for me. But I kept saying, I wish that I could get, realistically, this tripod, blend it with the waterproof tripod. If there was a way to mix those two together, that would be perfect. Well, Cecil Holmes called me the other day and said, "Hey, dude, have you seen the new tripod?" And I said, "I have not." And he said, "It's a travel tripod that is waterproof." And I said, "Well, that's that's something I got to look at then." So we looked it up, and I actually got one. I pay for it. It's the ST125. Let me see if I can find it on here. It doesn't say it on there as much. Trying to find a big sticker with it on there. There we go. The ST125. And it is a travel tripod that when you look at it, it folds up very, very similar in height, actually a little bit shorter than the AM284 US series. And it also folds down really tight, but it also has a center column. So this isn't going to be a review necessarily as more so just some of the features on there. And I'll get out and I'll review it at some point. But right now it's Georgia and it's hot as could be. So I really am not doing a lot of stuff outside. Plus the lighting is horrible for most of the things I'm looking at. But again, it's smaller. It's as lightweight. It's a 5-section. They have it in a 4. They have a 124 and a 125. I opted for the 125 because it's, to me, it's a little better to have those 5 legs because it will fold up a little bit smaller. It actually, when it opens up, the other one, I think was 48, 49 inches. This one opened up all the way, let's see, is 50.6 inches. To me, that's coming up to about here. A little bit less, actually. I think that's supposed to be 60, but it says 50. But it does come up to about here. Putting the head on it with the camera is going to be perfect. They're saying with the center column extended, it's 59 inches. I'm gonna have to look at that because I think it's a little bit different. I'll try to post a little note on there or something if I remember. But again, what I really like about it is waterproof and it folds up very, very tight. The center column to it is very unique. So if you can see it at all, let's see if I can get that in there. The center column is triangular, so it allows everything to fold up a little bit tighter and doesn't have that wide spider. This is called the spider, this top piece. So it folds up nice and tight. but it does extend out about 3 inches or so taller than the 284 US. With these, again, it's a simple 1/2 turn on these to extend the legs out. And I'm going to try to unscrew it just enough so I can show you something else here. That it is waterproof, so if you look right in here, you'll see there's a rubber, like a washer type or a gasket or something that is going to keep the water out. So that's going to be really nice when I'm photographing in rivers and I'm doing some hiking, to have something lightweight, compact, that's going to allow me to keep it waterproof but keep it light and compact. I already said that, but I'm just really impressed because it's not going to go ground level. The legs will go ground level, but you've got the center column, so it's going to be the height of that center column. Now you can reverse this center column to do macro work, they said, so I guess theoretically you could just simply reverse it and get to ground level that way. But when I'm photographing in rivers, typically 10 inches or so above the water. So in reality, if I were to just simply extend it out to here, the river's going to be this high. The camera's going to be high enough out that it's going to be good. It does have the hook on the bottom here. You can remove that hook. And that's also to remove that center column. You just simply unscrew this piece, and then you can loosen up the center column itself, pull it out, and reverse it if you want to. Like I said, I don't usually do that. I can get down low enough without it. But I think that it's really nice to have this, the center column being triangular. I don't use center columns very often, but in just playing with it a little bit, I can feel the stability. When I do extend it out a little bit, it definitely has more stability because it's flat surfaces versus the round surfaces. It also has the little screw hole on the side to put some attachments if you needed to. You can screw things into those for accessory arms or whatever. One thing that I also noticed on top is the bubble level for it actually rotates. So if your head is at a different position and you want that bubble level to be visible to you, you can move that. It is 8-ply carbon fiber, 5-section. The ST125. Let me give you some of the stats here. The leg sections, the biggest ones are 26.5 millimeters. The smallest ones are 14.5 millimeters, which is not bad. I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller than that, so I'm glad that they're there. The minimum height, being able to lower it, it's going to be 11.5 inches. The height minimum inches when it's at its normal standing, the maximum height is, like I said, 50.6 with the center column is 59. Folded up, it is 16.5 inches. And I really like that. That's a good height to me because with the head it'll still fit into your carry-on luggage without any problems. So I do like that. It can fit long ways. And the same with the AM series tripod. So I can literally put both of these into my carry-on luggage, not have to cross them over, not do a lot of stuff to it. So I do like that. Like I said, it may be even a week or 2 weeks before I get out and really get to test this thing, but we'll see. So again, 16.5 inches compressed. The weight that it can hold is, it weighs 2.6 pounds. And it can handle up to 26.5 pounds. So 2.5 pounds, 2.6, and hold 26.5. I don't have gear in my mirrorless system that weighs anywhere near that. So I really think that it's going to be a nice tripod for me to travel with. We'll go to Iceland with me in a couple months here. Of course, they always send all the tools and all the good stuff with it. They've got some little new thing in here. I haven't checked it out yet, but it tells you if you want some info, if you want some tutorials or services or anything. They got a little card you can just do your scanner and check that. But I do like the way they've done these rubber grips. It's a little bit different feel. It feels like it's a newly designed tripod, and I do like that. So Once I get out and I get to test a little bit, I will let you know. I do like the blue on it. But for now, this is the new Sirui ST 125. Let me see if I can get it in there. There you go. Hopefully that's a little bit in focus or close to it. So I will let you know. Thank you again. And I'll keep you posted on how it works. If you don't subscribe to my channel, please do. Give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff that everybody tells you always to do. So thank you. We'll see you soon.